What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again. And once again, we're here for another Tuesday night race league with the MSR. For those of you not in the know, that's max speed racing. Excuse me a moment. I had to clear my throat. This is a big one, guys. We're getting down to the wire. There's only 3 races left to go. Here, let me just show you. Why don't we just bring it up? As you can see, 3 races to go, including the one tonight. 19 points separates first and second. That's BXTN 90, and I'm Mr. CJ DJ. No, that's not right. His name is DJ CJ. Somebody's messing around. 19 points. What needs to happen? What can CJ do to bring it closer and closer to make this just a true last race? Whoever scores best takes it type of deal. One thing, he needs a little help from his friends, right? We all do. If Huggy can have the kind of race like he had last week, that puts DJ CJ in a brilliant position to really just make BXTN nervous, right? Sting Bagel says he's very frustrated with the track limits, but let him know when to switch for an interview. So for the interview, Bagel, all you have to do is in the Discord, there is, let me find it. I can tell you exactly what it is here. There is a chat called Interview Waiting Room, or at least I think it's Waiting Room. All I can see is interview waiting, right? So all you have to do is hop in there, and I can bring you up into the interview room proper from there. So yeah, that's all you have to do is just hop into the waiting room, and I can bring you up into the interview room proper from there, and we'll interview. But back to what I was saying. If Huggy can have the kind of race, and let's take you guys back to the track while we talk about this. If Huggy can have the kind of race that he had last week, where he was able to place his car just between anybody that was threatening the DJ CJ, then that is going to go a long way into allowing CJ to be able to relax during the race and just drive his own race without so many worries, right? Now, I'm not saying that Huggy needs to be there for the whole time. As you saw last week, if you saw it, Huggy just needed to be there long enough to allow CJ to create some distance, right? And then once that happened, you know, everything was difficult. What it really just boils down to is Huggy made things difficult for everybody else, right? Yes, for BXTN. Yes, BXTN got past him by the end of the race, but by the time he did, it was too late. He was taken out of the equation by that time, and that's all that needs to happen. Jewel into P1 with a 141.1. Beastie Boy P2 142.3. Saucy Monster P3 142.6, and Anton C4 Pro drops to P5 with a 143 with his 143.2 as Angry slips in with a 142.6. This should be an interesting race. Bagel, I need your help, buddy. Can you tell me in the chat right now what the race weather is expected to be? Because that throws a wrench into everything, right? That could upset everything. Bagel, P7, 143.8. Bagel is in this, right? You hear him talk. We've heard him speak over the weeks about worrying about being off pace. Looks like his pace is really good here in the rain in France. Up there, just a few tenths off of Anton. So, but yeah, or anybody, it doesn't have to be Bagel. Can anybody let me know what the race weather is expected to be? It looks like the track. No, the rain is still falling. I actually can see it. Let's hop back in and check out the standings. So, BXTN in the lead with a 327, only 19 points behind DJ CJ with a 308. Then Websy with a 216. Cotton in P4 with a 195. Jewel in P5 with a 177. Rum P6, 139. Huggy P7, 121. Angry P8, 80. Anton P9, 31. Evil P10, 19. Just a point behind him is Commander Lasky, P11, 18 points. 2 points back from there, Jim Supernova, 16 points. Tied with Jim Supernova is Adrian the 8th, also with 16 points. Saucy Monster, P14, 15 points. Stank Bagel on the board in P15, 7 points. Just Jones, 1 point behind him in P16, 6 points. Super Prior in P17, 2 points. Then Geronimo has not scored just yet. Let's hop over to the constructors' points, where you see Aston has got a pretty healthy lead right now, 543, 114 points beyond Mercedes, with Ferrari in P3 with 195, tied with Alpine. Yeah, I'm trying with that. Also in 195, Alpha Tauri, 155. And sixth is Red Bull with 99 points. Alfa Romeo in seventh with 47 points. Williams in eighth with 22 points. And McLaren, yes, I'm still here. Williams in P8 with 22 points, and McLaren in P9 with 8 points, and nobody races for Haas. They have no points. All right, let's climb on board with Angry right now, sitting in P9 with a 142.5. This is going to be a difficult track to drive in the rain. Oh, take your time, Bagel. Take your time, buddy. I appreciate your help. I wish they would let me, as a spectator, see what the weather is like. But you know, it is what it is. What was I saying? Oh, this track is so flat, guys. It's difficult in the best weather, right? You don't have very much camber at all to help you around the entire course. right? And then so you add the rain to that. The only other driver out on a fast lap is Jewel. Let's jump one with him. Looks like he's behind his teammate. Yeah, so again, the track is difficult in the best weather. Bagel with the weather report. Overcast and 18% chance of rain. So at least pretty sure you're going to be driving today in the dry weather. But that's good. But again, this rain could shake things up, right? The championship is on the line. You see DJ CJ right now sitting on a 140. I need something in the background to kind of let me see the numbers. There it is. Sitting on a 140.1 right now. With BXTN very close behind, sitting on a 140.6. The only two drivers in the 140s right now. As DJ CJ comes up on some traffic, he's definitely out of it. Hop back on board with Jewel. Jewel also behind traffic. Going to be looking to create that separation to put in a good lap. I do not see the rain falling anymore as DJ CJ comes in with a 140 even. BXTN sitting in the pits right now. I'm sure watching this whole thing happen very intently. Jewel steps off to the side of the track, lets traffic go by. He definitely wants to create enough separation so that he's not running up on anyone and washing out. But you do want to keep in that slip for these long straights here in France. Let's hop on board with Beastie. Beastie sitting in 7th right now with a 142.3. Gets it wrong, shoots the chicane. That's DJ CJ behind him. DJ CJ gets held up. Unfortunate set of circumstances there, but plenty of time to make it happen. I'm sure right now DJ CJ realizes that BXTN is still a threat. Let's go through where everybody is right now. DJ CJ sitting on a 140 even in P1. BXTN sitting on a 140.6 P2. Jewel sitting on a 141.1 in P3. Webzy sitting on a 141.114 in P4. Commander Lasky in P5 sitting on a 141.145. Wow, I mean, it is close up here. Evil sitting on a 141.2. Huggy sitting on a 141.7. Anton sitting on a 141.8. This is going to be a race, guys. This is going to be a race. Beastie sitting on a 142.3. Saucy sitting on a 142.4. Angry sitting on a 142.5. Bagel sitting on a 142.7. And Cotton and Jones have yet to set a time. This is going to be a race. Let's roll with Bagel for a minute. I was watching you, Bagel, through practice. Did you give up on your wheel? It looks like you're back on a controller. I can't be sure. And it very well could be just like the separation between us as far as the countries we live in or what have you. I'm not even sure what country you live in, to be honest with you. It could be that I'm getting some lag, but the inputs look more like controller inputs rather than a wheel input. I hope you're still on your wheel. I know that that changeover can be a pain for sure, but it's not going to get easier until you make it easier by doing it. So yeah, really hoping that you have not decided to give up on that. BXTN on his out lap, 2 minutes, coming up on 2 minutes to go. BXTN deciding to hop onto the medium tires. That makes me want to look through. DJ CJ also on the medium tires. Jewel on the soft tires. It's drying up. Websy on the soft tires. Lasky on the soft tires. Evil on the soft tires. Huggy on the soft tires. Anton on the soft tires. And we could probably just look and see what everybody's tires are. Beastie's still in the pits. Saucy's on the softs. Angry's on the soft. Bagel's coming in. I'm sure he's gonna jump onto at least some dry weather compound, whether it be medium or softs. Cotton coming out on the mediums, and Jones still sitting in the pits. Let's see what BXTN can do. Can he claw back? Claw P1 back from DJ CJ. And will Jewel on the softer tires just upset the whole apple cart? 40 seconds to go. Jewel fires off. Angry. 134. Jewel quickly takes it. 132. I can't see the numbers because it's purple. I really need to do something about that. Angry with a 134.6. On board with DJ CJ as he's coming around the final corner now. What can he do? Fires off DRS. Cannot take it from Jewel. DJ CJ P3, or excuse me, P2 with a 133.1. BXTN P3 cannot surpass DJ CJ. This is gonna be a fight. Wow! And look at Anton. It's just happening too fast, guys. Slow down. Don't slow down. Go faster. Websy P1 with a 132. I didn't see the last number. It's all happening so fast. This is great. Jewel not on speed. Anton's got to be happy right now, sitting in P3 with a 132.7. Is Angry on pace? I think he is. Evil to the front with a 131.7. First to the 131s. Angry, P7 with a 133.4. Wow, guys. What can Huggy do? Oh, Huggy is going into the pits now. Cotton, where are you at, buddy? What are you going to do? Fires off DRS. Cotton jumps to P4 with a 132.4. This is going to be a race. Lasky sitting in P1. 131. I just can't see the number. I'm sorry, guys. Evil in P2 with a 131.7. Websy P3 with a 132.3. Cotton P4 with a 132.4. It's a lot. What's going on, Geek? Glad you could make it to the race. Bagel says he didn't get the chance to switch up and go. That's unfortunate. You will be starting in P13, Lasky P1, Evil P2, Websy P3, Cotton P4, Jewel P5, Anton P6, DJ CJ P7, Angry P8, Saucy Monster P9, BXTN P10. Wow, there's a huge split there. Cars in the way between DJ CJ and BXTN. Huggies P11, Beastie P12, Bagel P13, Just Jones is P14. Unable to set a lap. Huggy, Beastie, and Bagel did not get a chance to come out on race tires. I don't know. No need to be worried. You get your choice of tires, right? And there's going to be a fight. And while the track, or at least in the pits right now, looks a little damp, not going to lie, looks a little damp out there. So, both DJ CJ and BXTN decided to roll with the medium compound tires, right? And that situated them, unfortunately, well back in the pack. Now, both superb drivers, both easily have the ability to make up places, but where you do not want to be with 3 races to go and the point spread only being 19 is in the middle of the pack at turn 1, 2, and 3 here in France. It's just a dangerous place to be. Lasky feeling really good as he leads them out. I know he's feeling good. I know Evil's feeling good. A big P2. His predicted stop is from the softs to the medium and then back to the softs. Can he switch it? Can these drivers switch it up to make it a one-stop race by running the hard tires? Almost all these guys were practicing on the hard tires tonight. So, can there be a strategy that is about to unfold? Websy sitting in P3, going to be looking to position himself to be able to help his teammate and himself as well. Tonight could be the night where the Astons solidify their Constructors' Championship. There's a lot to play for. Cotton in P4. That's cool. That's cool. Whenever you want to hop in there, it's cool. And it won't be until after the race that I can bring you in. But you want to talk about it, I want to talk about it with you. So, be my guest to hop on in there. Again, after the race, I'll hop into the main interview room and bring you on in. And we'll see who else wants to do it as well, if anyone else does. Who are we rolling with? Oh, we're rolling with DJ CJ, right in the middle of the pack. You know how we like to do it. We like to be in the middle of the pack so that we can see as much of this as we can. The lights are out. That was a fast one compared to what it's usually been or what it's been lately. These guys really jockeying for position now. Through turn 1. Man, I mean, it is really overcast, guys. This is crazy. As Saucy Monster goes around, that's unfortunate. Cold tires, overcast day. It's going to be difficult to get heat into these tires. let's jump up to Lasky. Hop in the car with him. Get everything turned on, all the information turned on for you guys. And then take a look back. Okay, look at this closing speed that Evil is exhibiting. Jump on board with him. He's really trying to threaten early. Be careful on these cold tires. These drivers know this. Looking back to Websy. Websy falling back a little bit. I think I heard that Websy has started running with no assist lines, no driving lines. So that's coming into play for him. Good on you for doing that. I like to hear that. I wish everybody drove that way, but that's just me. Let's hop back in there with Websy. Oh, Websy's keeping up. Websy's keeping up. He says he's not out of this. Predicted strategy for Cotton is from the mediums to the hards, one stop. That was the question. BXTN is out of the session. What happened there? His car isn't gone. The AI is driving for him, so he still has a chance to jump back into this. But if he doesn't, oh, wow, this changes the entire landscape of everything. Hopefully he'll be able to get into this. I know nobody wants this to just be a situation where any of these drivers just lay down. Let's talk about this situation right here, right now. This, where we are, what we've got going on. Huggy has been able to position himself just behind DJ CJ by stepping up 4 positions at the beginning of this race. This is what we said he needed to do, right? Websy, fastest lap, 1:33.9. Now what he needs to do is catch up to his teammate, be on his heels, and like he did last week, use the passing opportunities that DJ CJ creates to follow him through to the front. Right now, I just can't tell. Unfortunately, as a spectator, I cannot tell if BXTN is driving his car or not right now. Anton will actually be able to help with that. If he just blasts by him like it's an AI driver, then you know it's an AI driver, right? Bagel sitting in P10 right now. Got to be happy with that position in the points. Just drive your race, do your thing. It's happening. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I don't know what to say. BXTN on paper, sitting behind Huggy, who is defending DJ CJ from him. That's what Huggy needs to do. That's Huggy's job. For the rest of this season, that's Huggy's job. Defend his teammate. You hate team orders, right? And I'm not saying there's team orders. But I'm saying, if you want to give your teammate the best opportunity to win this, and you're driving the Mercedes, Huggy's got to defend his teammate. Huggy's got to be the block. Don't be dirty. But get your elbows out. And that's exactly what he's been doing. And I'm for it. So the top 6 covered by a blanket. DJ CJ right now looking to get past Cotton. Both, I believe, on the medium tires. Yes. Both drivers on the medium tires. DRS should be enabled. Anton gets past BXTN. BXTN gets past Anton. So I don't know. I still don't know. Anton takes it a little wide. BXTN probably that dirty air coming off of BXTN's car, probably washing out the front of Anton's car. Anton's gonna spark it. DRS open. I don't know. I think BXTN is back in his car. The threat on Huggy is very real right now. But again, Huggy doing what Huggy needs to do. He just needs to hold. Look at him. See, that's elbows out right there. That's elbows out. Unable to hold him off. Oh, went the wrong way. Unable to hold him off. But he did a lot for his teammate. And that's what you need. That's what you need. That's good teamwork. DJ CJ has been able to get past Cotton. And BXTN still a good 3.5 seconds behind Cotton. DJ CJ now needs to get up on Jewel and make that pass. Meanwhile, up at the front, Evil just about half a second off of Lasky. The Red Bull and the Ferrari fighting. Lasky with a great exit out of the last corner. But you can see what that DRS does for you on this track here in France. A lot of flat, twisty bits right now. Lasky just really getting great exits out of these corners. I mean, just absolutely getting great exits as Just Jones takes a 3-second penalty. Anton takes a 3-second penalty. That's going to be easy to do here. It's going to be super easy to catch off-track penalties because the track is so flat, it doesn't help you. As we see Evil take a 3-second penalty. Let's jump to the back of the pack here. Saucy Monster, 3-lap old medium tires. Must have taken some damage in that spin that I saw in the beginning of the race. Anton has fallen back. Also, well, now on brand new medium tires. Jones in the McLaren, just sitting in no man's land, 3 seconds behind Beastie, but Beastie is challenging Websy right now. Let's see what these drivers can do. Websy on a fairly new set of medium tires. Beastie sparks it. Look at that closing speed. I thought he was gonna try it. Good on you, good on you. That's the way to make a driver nervous, and making a driver nervous makes that driver make mistakes. But Websy definitely is not the type of driver to make mistakes easily. Websy sitting about 8.5 seconds behind Bagel right now. Bagel looking really good in P8. Got to be happy with the drive he's having so far. Can you do it for another 20 laps? That's the question. I believe you can. I believe in you. Let's see it. Let's go. Huggy sitting behind, pretty closely behind BXTN right now. So, if Huggy is not between BXTN and I'm Mr. DJ CJ, where does he need to be? Right here. Right here. He needs to be hounding BXTN. He needs to be threatening BXTN. He needs to have BXTN constantly looking in his mirror rather than looking forward. Huggy's just doing it lately. Huggy being the ultimate team member. As drivers are into the pits already, lap 8, we see BXTN now up to P4. About 2 seconds behind Cotton. Cotton into P3. About 2.5 seconds behind CJ. CJ in P2, absolutely pouncing on Lasky right now. Takes that P1. Beautifully done. That was a beautiful move. That's 2 drivers between DJ CJ and BXTN right now. DJ CJ doing what he needs to do. Cotton, we know, we've said it all season long, crazy fast in a straight line. Dangerous on fuel, right? So, Cotton is not going to be an easy driver for BXTN to get past. But not only does BXTN need to get past Cotton, he's got to get past Lasky as well. But I have a feeling that Lasky will probably be pitting here sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later. Let's see where Huggy is. Cotton has been able to put some space between himself and Huggy. But that being said, did I say Cotton? BXTN. BXTN has been able to put some space between himself and Huggy. But that being said, BXTN is about to be in a pretty huge fight with Cotton, and that's going to give Huggy clean air to race in, chance to catch up. Meanwhile, in P6, Bagel. Why do you doubt yourself, bro? Just drive like this. Just drive like this. Doing it. 11 seconds behind Huggy. Yeah, but 4 seconds ahead of Websy. The veteran. The dude. Websy's been racing in this league for years. Like, at least 10 years. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Evil behind Websy on the hard tires. We need to see. Oh, we can see. Evil the only driver on hard tires right now. Evil trying to take it to the end from way back. Lasky is into the pits. We knew that was going to happen really soon, and there it is. Now only Cotton separates BXTN and DJ CJ, and BXTN is within DRS range. Let's see what Evil can do real quick on Websy. Jewel with a 132.7 fastest lap. Evil able to get past Websy. Let's see what's going on with Cotton and BXTN here. Here it is. Cotton hanging off to the side, letting him through, or not fighting. Understandable. There's a big championship here. Everybody wants to see that play out. DJ would have definitely liked to see a little more fight in that battle. But again, it's understandable. Where are we at with Huggy? Huggy's still sitting about 4 seconds back. Cotton still in a position to threaten DJ CJ. Excuse me. Sorry about that. BXTN. These guys are interchangeable at this point. know he's fast in a straight line. He's about to get DRS right after this corner here. He needs a good exit. It's a decent exit, but as DJ CJ is in the pits, BXTN tasting that front, tasting that what? Shut up. Tasting that P1. Cotton unable to capitalize on with his DRS. Both DJ and Huggy were in the pits together. That stat can always be dangerous. I'm not sure what happened to Evil here. Because Websy is now up into P4. Ahead of DJ CJ now. A lot of that happened in the pits for sure, but Evil has not pit. He's still on the hard tires. Has DRS off of Commander Lasky. Lasky does not have DRS. Evil's gonna want to stick with him. Bagel has jumped into the pits, switched to a brand new set of the softs. Looks like he's going for a two-stopper. Can't blame you. Can't blame you. Monster about 3 seconds behind Bagel on 8-lap old medium tires. Then on 4-lap old medium tires behind him is Angry. Beastie lost him. That's unfortunate. Hate to see it. Let's hop on with CJ. Actually, CJ sitting about 2 seconds behind Jewel. CJ also on the hard tires. Looking to take this to the end. Websy threatening CJ. Right now, I'm sure they're on radio together. I'm sure they're on radio together. Just Jones, 3 seconds. Gotta be careful. Websy must be letting BXTN know. I'm on DJ CJ right now. I've got DRS on him. Drive your race. I've got this back here. He's looking at me. He's not looking forward. I'm a great teammate too. And he is. You've seen it all year long, or all season long. BXTN and Websy, the originators of great teamwork here in the MSR, just really doing their thing. So let's see what Huggy's got going on. Oh, really threatening Evil right now. Huggy's gonna have DRS and is really close. Easily drives by. Even before he got to kick off that DRS. Cotton comes out in front of Huggy. BXTN has been into the pits. Now on hard tires, looking to go to the end. Let's see what DJ CJ is doing in P2. I am not seeing Jewel. Oh, there he is. There he is. It's got a bit. We're waiting for timing and scoring to catch up. Websy though still threatening. Still threatening. At this point, letting BXTN know. Look, you just got to get past that Ferrari. The Ferrari of Lasky. And then we can take each other to the front. Right? But Huggy's not gonna let it happen so easily. This is racing, guys. This is racing. know why timing and scoring isn't catching up. Let's get the pit situation figured out. Here we go. Stops. Jewel has made a stop. DJCJ has made a stop. Websy has stopped. Lasky has stopped. Everybody has stopped. Everybody has had one stop. Timing and scoring finally catching up. DJCJ still sitting about 2.5 seconds behind Jewel. Websy only sitting about half a second or so behind DJCJ. That's going to give him DRS. Lasky almost 2 seconds behind Websy. BXTN almost 3 seconds behind Lasky. Excuse me. Huggy right there with BXTN. Give me a moment. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. I don't know what's going on with timing and scoring today. Just can't keep up. That's information we need. Just gonna have to do it visually. Cotton, for sure, in DRS range right now. Huggy in DRS range of BXCN as well, I believe. Jewel in the pits. That promotes DJCJ to P1. Got timing and scoring again. So we're seeing Cotton within DRS range. We're seeing Websy's within DRS range. Anton's within DRS range. Hop on board with Websy. This is that all-important stuff right now. So let's get back to the tires here. As we can see, Websy's medium tires 10 laps old. DJCJ's hard tires only 4 laps old. They have not come into themselves yet. I'm pretty sure he's going to still need a few more laps for those hard tires to really be at their in that optimal space. Meanwhile, Websy is getting closer to knocking his tires out of that optimal space, but I think he still has plenty of laps to go before that happens. Definitely making some ground up under DRS, but I think DJCJ right now is doing a little bit better through the corners, and that's allowing him to keep that space that he needs. It's definitely gonna. Other drivers are gonna need to jump into this. Gonna need to insert themselves, namely BXTN and Huggy. Cotton down here threatening Huggy right now. Looks like he's got him. Nothing Huggy could do about that. Nothing. The question now becomes, can Cotton attack BXTN? Does Cotton want to attack BXTN? BXTN definitely has a Lasky in his sights. But right now, Lasky's 6-lap-old medium tires are going to be the better tire. That's definitely going to change here pretty soon. Huggy is heading into the pits What's he switching to? Jumping onto another set of the medium tires, or brand new set of mediums. BXTN was able to get past Lasky. Now what needs to happen is BXTN needs to make up that 4.5 seconds to get up to his teammate Webzy, and these guys need to work together through Slipstream and DRS to get up to get past DJ CJ. Webzy is already there with him. I mean, really with him right now. So possible strategies right now with the way the drivers are. Webzy could try to get past CJ and then kind of push him back towards BXTN. The Aston drivers then switch, and Webzy defends. Or BXTN could make his way up to Webzy. These guys use, like I said, Slipstream and DRS to both pass DJ CJ. What they're definitely going to be looking to do is drop DJ CJ down into third. That's really going to hurt him in this championship. Like I said, 19 points between DJ CJ and BXTN at this moment. Cotton takes a 3-second penalty. But BXTN really seems to be struggling right now on these hard tires. And DJ CJ stepping away from Webzy. That's what he needs to do. His head's down right now, throttle up. Just got a report from Bagel. Rain expecting in 10 to 15 minutes. That could change the entire outcome of this whole thing. Just over 10 laps to go. Webzy into the pits. All right, that's it right there. BXTN has to do it on his own now. Teammate can't help him. DJ CJ 6 seconds ahead of him. Cotton all over Lasky right now. Wants to put himself in that P3. Let's see what he can do under DRS. Now. Surprisingly, stepping a little bit outside of the slipstream. At the beginning, Angry taking a 3-second penalty. He's going to be angry about that. But it's Cotton definitely not liking it in the slipstream right now. On both of those back straights, he stepped out of the slipstream and pretty early in that first part. I would have thought he would want to hang out there a little bit to have the slip as well as DRS, but yeah, definitely stepped out. Looks like he's pushing Lasky up to BXTN right now, though. BXTN definitely in no man's land, ahead of himself. Nothing to help him catch up to DJ CJ. Jewel Not too far behind it. In a healthy P5, Websy jumped onto the soft tires, looking to take these tires to the end. Evil's still on those hard tires, 12 laps into them. Saucy, 3-second penalty. Easy to happen here, easy to happen here. Jones follows suit. Huggy on a set of the medium tires. 3 laps old. Definitely looking to go to the end with these. As it sits right now, it's just a pure dogfight between DJ CJ and BXTN. Their teammates not in positions to help. On board with Anton. Sitting about 15 seconds back. Websy takes a 3-second penalty. Just Jones, though, in position to make Anton's life a little bit more difficult. Let's ride with this for a moment and see what these guys can do. Anton not looking very stable through these really winding bits. As you see, he drifted off track a bit. Jones really handling the dirty air very well. Gonna have DRS right here. There it goes. Anton got a little bit better exit. Tries to break the slipstream. Can't do it. Surprisingly, Jones tried to take it on the outside. I'm kind of surprised he didn't just dip to the inside. He's gonna have another bite at the apple here in about 15 seconds. Again, Anton just a bit better coming out of the corner. Spark it now. This isn't long enough, but if you can put yourself into position, the next straight will really help. Unable to place himself into that position. Behind him, Bagel on the medium set of tires. Looking a lot more comfortable in this race than he has in previous races. Really finding something for himself. Behind him, P12, Saucy Monster. Sitting in no man's land. That's never a place you want to be. Always use help around these tracks. And P13, Angry, brand new set of softs. Riding those to the end. Meanwhile, up in the front, DJ CJ feeling pretty comfortable right now, I would imagine. His race engineer's got to be telling him the time split. Just drive your race. You don't need to push. Cotton, 3 seconds. Just relax. Go through it. Meanwhile, BXTN is going to be the opposite. Push, push, push. You're only about 6 seconds behind them. If you can push, you can get up there. The only thing is, these drivers are pretty evenly matched in pace and skill. So, without a little bit of help, it's a tall ask for BXTN right now. Lasky in P3 sitting off the battle by about 5 seconds, but really can't pay attention to that because Cotton in P4 hungry for that P3 right now, and now he's using the slipstream. and the DRS. Everything together. About to be in a really good position for this next part of this back straight. He just needs a really good exit. Not too bad. It's the hards versus the mediums right now. Both sets of tires close to the same age. Jones, 3 seconds. Gotta be careful. We're about to see Cotton catch the DRS again. And this is a pretty decently sized straight to get in on. Spow. Steps out of that slipstream. We'll hang on to this for one more DRS coming up in just a couple seconds here. Lasky, 3 seconds. God, just not close enough. Those hard tires not able to hold on through the twisty bits to be able to make this. Well, I say that, and look where Cotton is now. You gotta hold the slipstream. You need that right now. I'm sorry, I know what I said, but we gotta keep going with this. I feel like something is about to happen. Bagel, 3 seconds. Will the ring come? Will it matter? Unless the skies just absolutely open up, I don't really see anybody hopping off the tires that they're on now. Riding this to the end. Cotton just not able to position himself. Such a tasty race. Jewel inserting himself into this. What can Jewel do? Jewel on the medium Jewel on a medium set of the tires. 10 laps old. Still younger than Cotton's tires. Unfortunately, Jewel took a penalty there. We should see what everybody's penalties are look like. Cotton sitting on 9 seconds worth of penalties. That's definitely going to allow Lasky to make the pass or take the position at the end of this. And Websy with a big 10-second penalty cutting the corner. That's harsh. That is harsh. Angry 3 seconds. Jewel sitting on 3 seconds. Everything ahead of him being equal right now. That dirty air from his teammate really washing him out. Cotton doing everything he can to avoid the slip. Lebsy, as we saw, just took a big 10-second hit. Add that to the 6 seconds he already had. At 16 seconds is just, whew, that's difficult. Oh, wait. And with that, both Anton at this moment, both Huggy and Anton, no, never mind. I'm not taking into account their penalties. Just about everybody with a penalty here, except for BXTN and DJ CJ. Wow. Huggy sitting on 6 seconds. Out in no man's land, Anton sitting on 9 seconds. Also, way out there in no man's land. Bagel sitting on 3 seconds. Could be a threat, could be a threat. Angry sitting on 6 seconds. Again, no man's land. Saucy Monster sitting on 9 seconds. Right now, Angry just needs to keep that separation. Saucy sparks his DRS. Not only does he have to get past, but then he has to create a decent separation. They tap. Saucy Monster takes his hands off the wheels. Jumping back on board with Angry. Then Evil, as just Jones, we lose him. Evil sitting about 2.5 seconds back from his teammate, but only on 3 seconds worth of penalties. Let's see this fight here. Angry losing ground to Saucy. I don't know that from that tap if Angry took any damage. What was that? Evil passing his teammate. Nice clean drive there. The rain has started to fall. But this race is all but is done. DJ CJ, P1. Here comes BXTN, P2. Cotton crossing the line in P3. Lasky and Jewel pass Cotton. Websy gonna cross in P5, but that 26 seconds of penalty is really gonna hurt him. As everybody's just crashing on the front straight. Huggy able to jump Websy. On board with Anton. Looking to cross in P8. There he goes. Bagel. Happy to cross, I know, in P9. Will Bagel crash too? Bagel does not crash. Evil, P10. Does get past Saucy. Crosses in P11. P12 is Angry. Awesome race, guys. Awesome race. DJ CJ rides this horse onto the podium. See, we've got Bagel waiting in the interview room. We'll hop over there in just a moment. Just got to do some housework real quick. Get all this information. Oh, wait. Here we go. That's incidents. And then pit stops. Yeah. All right, let me hop into the post-race interview here. confirm that. All right, Bagel, we're bringing you in, buddy. Let's do it. Bagel, can you hear me? Bagel, you there? We'll give him a few minutes. Anybody else anybody else that may be interested in giving an interview, feel free to jump into the waiting room there. We lost Bagel. But yeah, what a race. DJ CJ able to bring it home into P1, stacking a little bit more points to catch up to BXTN, who did finish in P2. These drivers really looking to take it down to the wire. Got both Bagel and Evil in the waiting room. Let's bring everybody up. Bagel, can you hear me?
Yo, yo.
Evil, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I hear you. Unfortunately, it seems like we're having some issues with communications with Bagel. Hopefully, we can work that out. What happened there? You were really sitting pretty for a lot of the race, and just kind of fell off.
Yeah, I think I was in a position fighting for probably P1. I think I even got the undercut in. Could have really challenged that at the end, but unfortunately, an Aston Martin going off the DRS straight into the corner didn't leave enough room and spun me run, so lost it there. Then I ended up the game lost connection to Xbox Live for some reason. Um, Came back in and the game apparently the save's corrupt. I had to sit and set up all my wheel settings again quickly and regain control of the car.
Yeah, I saw that BXTN also lost connection during the race. So, and we're seeing this week after week at this point.
Yeah, there's something's been done in one of the last updates from Codemasters because it never used to happen this often.
Right.
And it's unfortunate because obviously the game is in such a position where whatever's broken won't get fixed. We just have to sit tight and wait a few weeks for the new game.
Right, right. That is unfortunate. Let's try and bring Bagel back in. Bagel, can you hear us? Nothing. So, as you can see, DJ CJ able to take the race win again. What do you think about how this championship is playing out?
Yeah, I'm liking it. It looks like we've got every possibility of taking this all the way to the last race of the season. I didn't see much of them. Obviously, I think I had CJ maybe a couple of cars behind me at one point in the race, and then yeah, after that everybody was gone. So it's a pity. I thought I could have maybe had a little fight up there, at least get on the podium tonight. But yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I definitely thought you had it.
Got the fastest lap, extra point. I still managed to get a point into the top 10. I got screwed in the pit stops as well. I went in for fresh softs at the towards the end of the race. Had new softs selected on the MFD. Told the pits I was coming in, and they put me on the first set of softs I had at the first stint of the race.
Oh,
So I
that's
had to do a
unfortunate.
double pit stop. Yeah, I think the racing gods were against me this evening.
Seemed to be that way. It definitely seemed to be that way. Bagel, are you there? I know you're excited about, and I've got questions for you. Um,
Yeah, I want to know who was driving his car.
really having a great race today. Bagel, can you hear me? Still nothing. I wonder what the issue is.
Yeah, he'll need to set up his voice. So like if he's using his phone, he'll have to use his set up his voice, and if he's on push to talk and stuff.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, championship. I'm hoping this goes to the last race. It'd be exciting to see it close off in the last race of the season.
speaking of the last race, we're close enough now. Reverse grid, right?
Yep.
So, are we talking reverse grid from a championship point standing, or are we talking a reverse grid from qualifying?
Championship. So unfortunately, whoever goes into the last race leading the championship will start at the back of the grid on a reverse grid, and the setups are locked completely in.
So we're talking not only reverse grid, but fixed setups. So it's pure skill. Bagel says that his audio is disconnecting. That's unfortunate. I don't know what to do about that, to be honest with you, Bagel.
Uh,
So reverse grid, fixed setups, all skill. These two drivers are very evenly matched. Very evenly matched. Um, I guess the kicker, the big thing, is they are both, no matter who's starting where, they're both starting at the very back. They're both going to have to fight through all that traffic to get to the front and then break away.
yeah, and you know, I know team tactics might be drawn into this because they're going to stumble across each other's teammates on the way. I'd like to think, from my standpoint, those teammates won't too heavily get involved and let them fight it on the track to the line. The last thing we want to see is a championship get decided with teammates interfering. Let's let the guys finish it by battling. If that means coming around the last corner side by side, let it happen.
It is going to be interesting. But the first thing that has to happen is these drivers have to get through, what is this, Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, it's probably one of the most challenging street circuits out there because it's fast. It's I think you're full throttle for, is it 80% of the lap, and those walls come at you fast. If you make a mistake, that's it. The walls coming to say hello.
It's going to be
That's
crazy.
like Monaco. It's one mistake can end your race at Saudi Arabia. So it's a good track. It's a good flow. If you can hook it up round there, it's win-win. But yeah, one mistake could end your race.
So the last two tracks, well, we have Saudi Arabia. You called it like it's like a Monaco. Portimao,
Yeah.
right, is the last one,
Yes.
and very open track, but a lot of blind corners, big uphill, downhill.
Yeah, I think so. Lando Norris in real life referred to it as like a roller coaster.
Now, I race that track a lot in VR, and it absolutely is like a roller coaster, at least from that position. Um, a lot of these blind corners just feels like the track wants to spit the car off of itself.
Yeah.
Couple that
Yeah.
with the leaders having to come through the field, are you expecting both of these guys to be able to finish that race?
I don't see why they shouldn't. There's a few decent overtaking. There, can I speak? Yeah, there's a few good overtaking spots on that track. So I suppose it's about picking the most sensible one, making sure you're not going to risk your own race at the same time. Last thing you want to do is throw it around the outside or down the inside of somebody at a turn that somebody might not expect it and then end up taking you, collecting you, and yeah, there's good overtaking opportunities on that track though. So
Bagel says he thinks that the problem is it's disconnecting him when I pull him the into this room because he says it's fine in the waiting room.
the permissions are the exact same, so it's not disconnecting your voice.
So yeah, I don't know, Bagel. This is actually well beyond my my skills. Um, Let me see something here. Just make sure it's not anything with how I have things set up for me. I'll have you muted or anything. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't even see your name lighting up when you speak. But you were saying, Evil, that it's going to come down to picking when to make a move in
Yeah,
Portimao, when not to. Add that with the fact that these guys are going to be racing each other really hard. This is going to be fun. What are you expecting from the other drivers? I mean, most drivers would kind of, not just, well, yeah, just kind of get out of the way, right? Kind of let them by, let them have their own fight, and then you, as a driver, not fighting for that championship, you're still fighting for everything else or with everyone else. But like you said, you don't really want to see anybody interfering. I know your teammate Angry has said to me that he's definitely going to do everything in his power not to interfere with their championship from here on out. Just not even just that race, but just from here on out.
yeah. I mean, I think everybody on the track, all the drivers have got. They know who they're racing against. They know what their race is, and they know what it isn't. Doesn't make sense to get involved because then you're potentially slowing yourself down as well. So, I'd like to think drivers would concentrate on their own race and let them get on with it. But whether team tactics are going to come into it, that will remain to be seen. Me personally, I kind of hope not. I hope these guys are left to fight it. I'd love to see them fight it all the way to the checkered flag.
For sure, for sure. I know we have to do some math, but it's a pretty good possibility that the Astons have already secured the constructors championships, right? Am I reading that correctly? I mean, it's going to be pretty
Yeah,
close.
they might have picked her up this evening. Um, Not sure. Yeah, would have to work that one out, and if it is, then obviously it'll be released through the week when all the reports are out and classifications are finalised.
All right. Well, hmm. Bagel, if you're still watching and you want to jump into the waiting room, I'll see if I can jump in there and see if it changes anything. But I don't know don't know why it would, but I definitely do want to give you a chance to speak, and I'm curious about how you're coming along with the racing wheel. Like I said tonight, it didn't look like you were on the wheel just by the way. We kind of judge it by the way the the on-screen wheel moves, and some things like returning to center happens really fast on a controller, whereas on the wheel, where you're physically kind of bringing it back to center yourself, it doesn't happen nearly as fast. And today, it seemed like for you, it was happening super fast. So I'm curious to know if you've given up on your wheel. I really hope not. There he is. You want to come down with us, Evil?
Yeah, I'll pop them there.
All right. Bagel, can you hear me?
Hello.
There you are. Wow, I don't know what the difference is. How's it going?
Uh, Great actually.
Thanks for thanks for agreeing to do this. First things first, what a race today for you. You got to be happy, right?
Well, I got lucky with the way some other drivers' pit strategy came with, but I raced as hard as I could. Some people crashed in front of me, unlucky for them, but I was able to get into ninth.
I mean, that's huge. What did it feel like out there for you today?
Um, I thought I would get lapped. I thought I'd be crashed out DNF, but I was able to keep it calm and race the way I wanted to. Only with one penalty today, so I did great.
And that was huge too. Like everybody had penalties except for BXTN and DJ CJ, but you had, like you said, just one penalty on a track where it's really easy to get penalties. So you're really keeping it on the island. I gotta know, did you give up on your wheel? Have you gone back to controller?
Nope, I'm still using the wheel. I just put it on a more sensitive mode today to see if that worked a little better.
Got you. Are you liking it better than the way it was today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can slowly turn the sensitivity down the more I use it, and then make it the way it's supposed to be.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Next season is coming up. I saw you had a teammate. How are you feeling about that? I got to see who it was.
I haven't raced with Adrian much, but I hope we can be a good teammate together. Uh, because this season my teammate and I haven't talked that much, and if we did, I'm pretty sure we could probably try and get higher up. But it's my first season, and I'll see if next season could be a little bit better with communication.
So, Adrian has only. Did he race today? No, he
No.
didn't. Has only had one race so far. Um, but seems like a very tactics oriented driver. If looking back on him in the chat and the information that he's putting out there, if you guys can talk, and are you ready to try and play that kind of role where it's all about strategy and such as that?
Yes. It would actually really be helpful for Miami, my home race, and hopefully I could do really great there. Um, for the first race. But for all the other races, I hope to do the same thing with that and communicate a little bit better. Hopefully, be in a party while we're driving.
Right, right. What was I gonna ask you? Oh, two more races coming up. Uh, have you driven these two tracks before?
Yes, I have, but I'm not as great with Saudi Arabia as I am with Portugal. Portugal's probably one of my stronger tracks.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So by virtue of you coming into the season later, you will be starting near the front for that last race. Are you prepared for that? I mean, that's huge.
As long as I don't mess up and I can drive it clean and fast, I think I can do decent.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it now, you'll have two, maybe three drivers ahead of you, depending on who shows up. Um, do you
Uh, I'm de- mm,
go ahead?
Go ahead. Oh,
No.
well, I'm decent off the line. Usually into first corners, I can make one or two positions up. So if there are two people in front of me, I hope I can race them clean off the line, or they'll just pull away. One of the two things.
Got you, got you. You said that Saudi Arabia is not strong for you. Is it the walls? Is that what does it for you? Like, are you strong? Do you feel you're strong, or do you feel comfortable? Let me put it that way. Do you feel comfortable in like at like Monaco?
I'm not comfortable at Monaco or Saudi Arabia. I just took it careful in Monaco, but if I can do something similar in Saudi Arabia, that'd be great. But the problem is with Saudi Arabia is that it's very dangerous. Every corner is you don't sometimes you can't tell when the corner's coming up unless you've driven track like 50 times. Sometimes it's harder to drive it.
Right, right. Are you the type of driver that uses the words just slipped me. Setups. Do you set up your car before race?
So for me, setups are kind of new. I started doing setups after Spa in this league. So every race I'm making a setup. For this race I didn't have one because I thought the balance setup would be pretty decent around this track.
Right. I have to agree with you. I'm not a setup guy. When I was racing, actually, Angry always did my setups for me. Um, tried to run Evil setups, but Evil likes the rear of his car way too loose. Like I'm more of a prude. I don't want my back end all out there like that.
I
Loosey
like back
goosey, man.
around the burn.
Loosey goosey.
Loosey goosey. But yeah. Again, congratulations on your race today. That was a big night. I mean, it doesn't sound like it, right? When you think on it of it on the whole, but the way you were out there today, the way you were driving, really holding it together. One penalty when other drivers had, I mean, other drivers had over 20 seconds worth of penalties, man. And you're really
I
doing
mean
your thing out
that penalty came from my back end going all loosey goosey on me, so
there. Yeah. So don't get a don't get a setup from Evil. Well, guys, I guess it's about time for me to start wrapping up the show. Bagel, anything else you want to say?
uh good luck to all the other drivers and let's push for Saudi Arabia.
All right. Remember, if you want to hang out after Saudi Arabia, let me know. We'll make it happen. That's what this whole thing is all about. Evil, anything
Mhm.
from you?
Uh, yeah, when you were doing the interview, I was able to go away and do some mathematical skills.
Oh,
And
okay.
provisionally, pending a steward's report and pending final classification, Aston Martin are the constructor winners for season 11. But
Wow.
that is provisional, and it has got to wait until the report's out, and then it will be final. It will be obviously announced in the Discord later in the week, but the way it's looking right now, it's not enough points for Mercedes to catch up.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge. So congratulations provisionally to Aston, BXTN, and Websy. You guys really, again, really showed your teamwork out there, and yeah, we'll see what happens with all the reports. But pending nothing, you guys are champions, and we will see later this week. Um, yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. for this interview. Again, all drivers are welcome to come do an interview. I would love to hear your points of view and everything. Oh, Bagel, thanks for the weather reports. That was huge. It felt
Yeah.
really good to just to know and to be able to report on that because I can't get them from the spectators' point of view. That's really unfortunate. I really hope Codemasters changes that.
That
But
weather
Yeah.
forecast tonight was awful. Like, yeah, it was pretty much supposed to rain the whole of qualifying. It didn't. It stopped. It was supposed to rain at the start of the race. It didn't.
dude, like, what were you guys thinking at the end of the race when it started raining?
I knew it was
Uh,
coming. That's why I booted up the softs. It was. Do you know I'm kind of. I was out the points when I should have been in the points. But I had to do that double pit stop because of the pit stop error. So I just went for the final point. I knew the rain was coming. I knew if I could get that hot lap in right at the right time before the rain came, then I could get that extra point.
What about you, Bagel?
I just kept it comfortable. The first driver behind me had 3 seconds. Driver in front of me was 2 or 4 ahead for me to gain 9 seconds or 2-ish seconds to get within his penalty. So I just kept it calm on the last lap and finished it.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, it had me on the edge of my seat, wondering if the sky was just gonna open and you guys are gonna have to go in for like a last few laps tire change, but luckily it didn't rain that bad. And yeah, again, excellent race, Bagel. Big time ninth place. Uh,
Thank you.
if I were you, I'd be very proud of it. Um, Evil, unfortunately, some bad luck out there today, but I know you'll come back strong next week. I know
Uh,
today has given you a taste of what it's like up front because you were up there.
that's the last few races, and I'd have to say I'm coming back next week for pole because that's like 3 weeks I've just missed out on pole so narrowly.
Very cool. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. All right, guys. Well, if you guys have nothing